Hey guys, can you hear me now? I'm very sorry. So here's Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing live for the Simpit, and I've had so much trouble going on now in the background that this sound muting thing was probably, yeah, just a little top on the eye to get finally going. I hope you guys can hear me right now. Great. So, as I just explained, I had some serious stuff going on in the house. As I found out, my brother was uploading something to YouTube. Something he usually never does, but in case just right now he did. So, yeah, finally found out on that and could solve the problem on my end. There was simply no bitrate left to start a proper stream. You guys would have seen me lag bubbling all the time, and I surely wanted to prevent that. So, today I'm very happy you guys joined me on doing something new to the Simpit. I'm going on with my career mode in F1 2017. And if you want to find out how I did previously, you probably have to go to my channel, which is down in the subscription, in the description, sorry. And because I'm going this eighth round today, 7 other rounds has been done already. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do so far. So, Tom, I have no idea about the condition of Sean. I just told him what I'm going to do now, and he was like, that's great stuff. I haven't heard anything of him yet, so I would be happy to find out. Let's see if he shows up sometime here in the 2-hour journey we're going to have. It's probably going a little bit longer because I'm doing a full race weekend with you guys. And I will just introduce you to what I'm doing. I'm racing a McLaren-Honda, the car of Stoffel van Dorn to be precise. I'm racing against 110% AI people, and I'm in round 8 of this career mode so far. So yeah, races are 25% distance. All 3 practices, 30 minutes long each, and a short qualifying run. And yeah, as I already said, we've done 7 rounds so far. I was able to score some points in Monaco and was able to score some points in a rainy Spain. So I'm currently P14, having 8 points. And we're going to continue on this career mode at this point, which will be Azerbaijan, so the Baku Grand Prix. And I've just talked to my teammates about it, and they actually told me that it's probably one of the most difficult weekends, because first in the McLaren-Honda you got no power, and the AI is super hard and super fast from what I heard. So in general it's gonna be an interesting thing. So about this game or sim or whatever you wanna, whatever you wanna call it. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I'm happy I got it, despite the fact I didn't like it too much on the 2016 version side. But it's only fun, not more than that. To me, it's very arcadey, more like a simcade. The damage model is quite good. Like if you rip off a part of your front wing, you have a massive downforce loss. That's everything I really like about it, and obviously this research thing going on in the career mode. That's what I like it about. But apart from that, it's just it's made to arcade, I have to say. So going on here at Baku, we quickly have a look on our system, what we actually have. So we view into the research tree and see that we did quite some stuff on the reliability thing, or durability it's called in here. And we already did some stuff towards power, a little bit also towards aerodynamic, which probably was a fault because, or a mistake, because the McLaren-Honda is quite good on the chassis and on the aero. We haven't worked too much on the chassis yet. but with the 3,000 points you get in the beginning of the season, I just went, yeah, a basic little bit of everything. It's interesting that you say K-Pax, because I did exactly the same. Just this G29, which is attached to my desk right now. Some people who've watched my first stream will know that I previously ran a G25. I got this one on the Black Friday sale as well. Yeah, it's a very good price. Like, I did a lot of fixing. Like, I swapped the brake pedal with the clutch and put the fake load cell brake from the brake into the clutch, so that I got the standard G25, G27 brake pedal with no load cell attached or anything. If you want to find out about the issue I had, you may want to go to my channel as well. There I just described what I did on the G29 pedals. Otherwise, just contact me on Facebook and I will explain what the issue was, especially with people wanting to remove this yeah, load cell braking thing. But for now, we just want to join the action, and we go start with free practice 1. Which is about to start right now. And I'm going to load up my custom setup, which I built on a Mercedes around Baku, and probably because it's an Honda engine, I'm gonna put it 4.4 on wings, just to reduce a little bit more drag. And I'm gonna save this.
At some point before qualifying, let's get our track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
My YouTube channel is called like my name, Michi Hoyer. If you want to find out on it, you see it on the description of this video below. As we now head into session info and do track acclimatization. Because you guys might be new to this program, I'm gonna talk you a little bit through what all this free practicing is about.
Okay, let's update the setup. Looking like a rubber out on track.
So I hope that my wheel will work in game as well. Everything I would need right now is a not working wheel, but it actually does work. I'm happy about that. For now I put it into lean mode before outbraking myself heavily right into the first turn. So in track acclimatization program, everything is about to get known to the track. You will be set at some target points. You score a point for every good sector you do. And obviously you want to get purple sectors in order to be perfectly acclimatized with the track. And therefore, the better you do, the more research points you get. So it's either green for 30 points or purple for 50 points. And those points then must be used on doing research on the car, in order to like increase the power of the engine, increase the reliability on the engine, and increase the performance in general. So those practice sessions are very important for the car development. Hence you want to put in some proper time into it and gain good research points there. About the shifter for the G27, I won't get it, because basically I don't need it. But if you're doing more like GT cars, or want to have or want to run a V7, sorry, V8 touring car, and want to have those shifters attached, then you might probably go for it. So for this program now, I put the engine into rich, so I get full power. And we start our lap here. So those are the little checkpoints you need to hit quite perfectly. Turn 1 was just green, I want to say. Turn 2 was just green as well. Same with turn 3. I'm out braking myself heavily at the mint. And yeah, that was obvious. Like being in a Mercedes and building a setup for a Honda is quite a stupid thing you can do, I think. Maybe I should learn from that. But it just takes me 1 or 2 laps until really get... Oh dear, that wasn't clever. And I think something might have broke in the back now. As I misclicked myself on the cameras here. I'm simply gonna abort this lap, since I don't think it won't even take me into green track acclimatization. No guys, unlucky as I was, I haven't had a chance to watch the finals there. I might give it a go, or give it a watch during the week now. But for now I just wasn't able to have a look at it. Right, so in this lap we scored 380 points, which is not enough, so we have to go around and do better next time. Yeah, since I am new to the wheel, I definitely need to adapt to it quite a bit still. Not too easy the part about the old historic city. Right. Coming towards the finish of this run then. Just some DRS to go, and then it's 570 points, which is enough for the green. Will it be enough for purple though?
This is the last lap of the program, final lap of the program.
Apparently not. 580 required. So let's see whether we can just meet the deadline this time. So my friends just told me that this track acclimatization program is particularly difficult, and they were just right. Like in the previous runs, I didn't need all those 3 laps. But yeah, it's a unique track, so therefore a very unique challenge. And I hope I will somehow score the 580. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Nope, quite not. This is why we go straight into the pits and look for the engine.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, there is the limiter. Need to get used to this track at first, so we might end up need to go out again and try better. Yeah, thank you, big one. I mean, I'm talking English for quite some long time. I haven't done good in school in the beginning, I have to admit. Like only, I mean, I learned English since I'm aged 11, and until I was aged 16 or 17, I had like D's or C's in my grades. But apparently, I started sim racing and got into league stuff involved, and that made stuff a little bit more easy for me. So now having a look into setting up the car again. I mean, this time really it's incredibly hard to get this program done. So I'm gonna see whether I just pull up the arrow again and simply redo the program. And as it appears, I really need all those 3 practice sessions today. So we go out on the same on the same program. Yes, Tom. I'm completely German. And the reason why I do use T-Cam is probably because you're so much faster with it. So it's not like about cheating or something. I mean, you can say it's cheating though, I'm sure. But apparently for me it's so much easier to see everything and to go around everything fast. So I simply make use of that. Now Dutch people apparently speak Dutch. They do have an own language. It sounds very German sometimes though, so as a German or as a Dutch, it's considerably easy to understand the opponent's language. If you want to say opponent in that perspective though. Yes, I have driven the Nürburgring twice with my private car. First time around last year in my old car, and meanwhile I got a new one and I raced it with that as well. Really can say, if you have a standard car which is bought from stock and not optimized with some racing equipment, don't go too hard on that lap, because the equipment will badly suffer from it. Sorry, Big, I didn't want to say opponent, so a Dutch can listen to English and understand the main gist, whereas a German can understand some Dutch from the main gist when people are talking with each other. That's what I meant. Currently I got the Mercedes-Benz CLA 200. Was close with the wall. There is points bonus for every sector you do purple, so that's probably the way you want to do it. This time this was just green, it could be just enough, 580 points to do. And it's going to be... so 620. That means I can reduce power on the engine. And we just went purple and track acclimatization. So what we basically gonna do is box this lap, and we just watch out that we don't stay in anyone's way, because the AI tends to make contact with you and you get the penalty, no matter whether this was your fault or not, which is a bit fake, but oh well, it's Cody's F1 2017. Speaking on a G29, for those of you who has a G27 or a G25, you may still be able to use your own pedals. However, the brake issue won't disappear with the other set of pedals, and sadly the shifter of the G25 is not compatible with the G29. I haven't dug too much into it because I would only run the old shifter's panel because of the buttons being attached there. But yeah, in the end I don't really give too much of a damn towards it, so I'm just fine with what I have right now. As we're going back into the pits. What is nice about this game though is that stuff like engine wear and everything is modeled a little bit. You can now start arguing whether it's modeled in a good way or in a bad way. Especially with that Honda, I'm already using the 5th engine, the 5th electronics, the 5th energy store, like everything the 5th time. So you clearly can say that this reliability issue on the Honda is quite good modelized. As I quickly had to shut my window because otherwise I'm going to freeze to death. You guys also have the F1 2017 and do racing with it in career mode and stuff? Would be interesting to know. Right, first team objective is done with it. Track acclimatization. Right, looking at the DRS test, we did that in track acclimatization, informed strategy, the last point, complete race strategy program with 2 different tire compounds. We're also trying to do that, a fast sector 2, so we need an optimal second sector in a qualifying session, or in a qualifying pace practice program. I'm gonna come back towards that later. Top speed, beat the average speed trap. We're not gonna do that, because actually we should have done that already, unless we're trying to go into slipstream. But for now we're looking and doing tire management. So that's what we're gonna go with. When doing tire management,
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
you will get a target lap time you need to hit. and you're not allowed to punish the tires too hard in order to hit this target lap time. So yeah, will be interesting. While going out, we put the fuel mix into lean again, because we don't want to punish the engine too hard on our in lap. You have also the possibility to let the AI do the in lap and say flying lap. But first of all, you're gonna hit the game bug then, which decreases your engine wear quite a lot for like no reason. And secondly, this flying lap would be run into standard mode, which uses in fact more engine wear, or which creates more engine wear. So if you wanna play safe on your equipment and on your components, you do all the out laps and in laps yourself in lean mix. That's the best way to save your engine there. And with this checkpoints barriers now being away, I finally got the clear side of the track. Because sometimes those things are quite a bit irritating. Why would you say that is sort of German, the big one? I hear this sentence so often, this is sort of German. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's annoying, I really have to admit. But anyway, starting to do our program for the tires. Hopefully hitting 319. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't want to let Paris by, but oh well. Right, with this slide from turn 1, this program in this lap is literally done anyway. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it green at all, because the car is really aggressive out of those slow corners, and you can see on the time delta, despite this slide in turn 1, I do have really a hard time to gain back any time while not destroying the tires. I really have to say the career mode can be fun, can be quite frustrating as well, just as you can see right now. I'm probably not gonna make this one purple here. So I'm really gonna completely sack this lap and go for another one then. So looking at the bar, we could make it green, but really need to see that we don't take it too hard on the lap time. Let's see if we can achieve something.
We're not hitting our target. We'll need to rerun the program if we don't get the time delta back in the green.
Right, first corner, same issue. And still, yeah, I'm down on the lap time. Could be very close to the end. You're not allowed to slide this car anywhere. and you shouldn't go too much over the curbs as well. And I'm really not know how to get this bar ahead into the green. So rule number 1 is don't hit the curbs at all when doing this program. Time-wise, we would have made it. I'm sorry really guys that I not can pay too much attention to your questions if there are any. But I really need to... Right, interesting. Sorry, I think my PC is dying. Right, it wasn't in fact the PC, it was only the game. Still, that's crap. I don't think I do have any saves of this checkpoint now. We will look. Maybe we have a chance. So yeah, another issue with that program is actually that it dies quite easy. I see my wheel is not detected this time. Or it's the game being frozen again. I quickly kill the execute. Alright, I'm really having a hard time today. So hopefully everything's been back in service. See you, Tom. Thank you for watching so far. Seems like my PC actually recovered. Yeah, see you later on the pit stop thing again. I'm sure Sean will pop up and do his stuff. Like he's very German in that way too. Perfection. Trying not to fall behind on schedule. Nothing what I did today. Falling behind on schedule with technical issues. That's not German at all, I have to say. Now, session info. I need to see whether I somehow can load from a... No, there is no way to do it. So, probably I need to load my set and go through all those programs again. Maybe we can do it even faster this time. I felt better with having wings on 5.
We have a number of programs to run during these practice sessions. You can check the details in the car monitor. We'll get good data for both the race and factory teams, so they're well worth running.
Currently I'm using a single screen, 27 sol in size, and
Let's get a few laps
I'm happy with that in a minute, because I found it hard to have those borders, those dead areas, which you actually have when running triple screens, no matter if they're borderless or something. Definitely since just like yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think it's Friday, yeah, I'm using a G25, which is giving me a lot more confidence so far. I'm Still trying to get a little bit more used to it. But it's definitely a good wheel. So thinking about what my friends said about this race programs and practice programs being a lot harder than in previous races. Yep, that's absolutely true. It's being a lot harder for me to complete this ones. Honestly, definitely. If you want to have a proper wheel, yes. If you want to have proper pedals, simply no. This fake pedal didn't get me any kind of confidence whatsoever. So I removed the braking mod out of the brakes. But then the game only detects your brake being fully pressed at 60% of the pedal weight. And it's too hard to explain it right now what that actually means. But I can tell you that it gives you quite a bad... for crying out loud. You must be joking. This cannot be real. Right, I just go for another shot. This is interesting. What is causing all this? I can't really think of anything in a minute. Yeah, so going back on the wheel, I think it's a good wheel to start racing, and it's just the same issue again, that my wheel is not detected. No, I'm not overpressing the brake. Actually, I have removed the brake, and I have changed it with the clutch pedal, because the clutch pedal goes all the way down, and since you just hit 100% when being all the way down on the pedal, that's the wheel or the pedals I want to use. And I can't even get to my task manager at the minute, which is fun. Okay, now the game is back. It just froze on the beginning again. Right. F1 2070. Check integrity stuff. So while this going on, I'm happy to answer questions. As you can see, a live show is always being done something planned in a spontaneously environment. So I'm running super late already. Oh, Chris Raby, thank you for your advice. What do you think what I was doing while being silent and hazardly clicking on my keyboard? Yeah, the PC didn't respond at all. I just verify the integrity of the game now, and hope it's been fine after that. I just had one crash in that way earlier on in the season, which was Spain. And El Bujo, yeah, you're right. In a normal situation, I would restart the PC right now when being in stream. This is the last opportunity because that would mean I would postpone the stream to go live again sometime else. Chris, I got the G29 on the Black Sale Friday, so just on that weekend. So as you can see, this is my system in here. i7-9790K CPU, generating a lot of CPU power, 16GB DDR3 RAM, and the GTX 970 from Nvidia. That's my system in place, and obviously lots of HDD and storage devices. So would you guys want me to restart my PC? I mean, it was off all day and I haven't had the issues before. So I don't really know. I mean, I don't want to cause any further delayments here. It's a shame this stuff is being delayed already so badly. Yeah, I don't think it's something in on the computer. It must be something in the game. So big one, you're on the G29 wheel but have Fanatec pedals attached. That's probably the most decent way to do it. How much percentage of your brakes been shown, or is the CL the CLS Fanatec Elite pedal panel, is it a known device you can set up? Chris Raby, yeah, I think I get those 60 FPS on the game. I haven't had that many issues there. I had issues running the FSR car in Silverstone, if you may have seen the other stream before. But currently I'm looking good, especially on this game. You guys have any further questions at the minute before we go on racing again, in the hope that the game won't crash? I think the difference between a 1080 and a 1070 is quite big though. Especially a 1080 Ti. Yeah. I mean, today's PC performances relate on so many different things, you can't even say which is the bottleneck. Sometimes it's running the RAM to a bad area. So I probably want to have a look at what my PC is doing at the minute. Probably close some tasks not necessary. Maybe that's helping the issue. Chris, I think this week I'm gonna do a scheduled FSR stream again. Wanna broadcast it here live on the Simpit channel. Because basically these FSR cars are nice to race, and obviously while racing FSR, it's a win-win situation for me. You guys can see something very interesting, I'm sure. And for me it's a little bit practice, and for me it's a little bit insight into what's about to come in the 2018 season. So Slapshot, what would you do in my current situation? As you said, it's a graphical card related thing. What I heard about doing, using an SLI Crossfire, using multiple graphical cards, is that you get just like 60 or 50% out of the performance of the second card, if not get less performance out of both cards. So in the end, probably running one single card is the better option. As Kumu just proved my point there. Yeah, I mean, I would rather spend some big money on the best GPU rather than getting 2 points of the second best or third best GPU. But that's probably preference. As I'm about to finish this integrity check, you guys have any experience racing F1 2017 so far? What's your thoughts on it? Do you like the game? Do you like the model? Do you like the physics? I think we can start a little bit of a discussion about that game here. Right, integrity test is done. F1 2017. Now being really stupid, I think. So it says the game is running. Can't see it though. Oh, that's great stuff going on. Right. You think Steam is causing the issue? Well then, I'll press it Alt F4 quickly, which then gets me back to the desktop after the white blurry screen will disappear. And I then will quickly, as you said, close Steam. Synchronizing is then be done, and we restart Steam. Hoping that this will be done quite soon. Games. Don't want to see that at the minute. Just want to go again. Thank you, big one. Probably Bugware is the right thing for that. And Chris Raby, since my Nvidia is running in the background, at the top left you can see the green 60 for the FPS being displayed. So you can have a look whether I get constantly 60 FPS around here. And about your question with a new logo of Formula 1, I don't really see a reason why that should have been changed or why they even changed it. So yeah, I'm I have no clue why this was the case. Anyway, I don't really like it. I think the actual one they had was just fair enough. And I mean, even if you change the logo, you want to keep some old parts in it so that it stays recognizable, which they clearly failed to do. Yeah, but I think there are bigger issues than a logo, so I think just like anything else, we will soon be fine about the logo, and we will soon be used to it. But obviously, being Chase Carey and all the other new spokesmen on the F1 panel, I can understand you want to give this thing a new brush and change a lot. So, yeah. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but actually I'm not going to be a big fan of it. But I'm not a big fan of Halo either, and it's coming for next year, so probably we better brace for impact then. So, and I just hope that we're able to go around in this program fine this time. And actually can have some fun doing this 8th round of the season for me as planned. Taking up the fuel mix to go pretty fast. And Chris Raby, if you're just if you're still on this stream, wasn't it an official AOR race today around Canada? So how did that go? No, I missed that one. It was close. Missed that one as well. Too much sliding, that will only be green in the end.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Yeah, and I failed it hard on that lap. It's not too easy actually. For this game I definitely prefer the T-camera view. For any other sim, like for any other proper sim, let's say it this way, I would prefer the cockpit view definitely for realism. Not just for realism, but out of the cockpit view, you probably get the yeah, the best feeling of the cars.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Right, the car is very difficult to handle, I have to say. But I'm still hoping making this purple, so I can finish this run earlier this time. Which looks good so far to me. Still purple. Yeah, and I think that's the job done. So we'll be 630 points. We put engine mode into lean.
Great stuff. You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from.
And to be fair, what I definitely want to do, go manage session, take it a mid-session save, and save it. Just to be sure that in case the game will crash again or something, that we do have a checkpoint. Anyway, box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So we go home again. And actually I'm happy that this game, since I can see the discussion in the chat, is not too expensive. I do not like this reselling brands every single year like another well-known football game is doing since ages. Every year they bring a new episode with some new features to the market. Just call it the next year and sell it for some, I don't know, 60-70 euros, especially for PlayStations and stuff. That's just not right. I mean, that's trolling people quite hard. And yeah, of course the hype is that big about those games, and because there are so many people buying it, it's definitely a business model. But in all honesty, that is just, yeah, it's milking cows. And that's just not right, to my understanding. But anyway, it is what it is, and we need to probably take it. Right, going into the pits now. Hitting 60 for the limiter then. 630 of 645 points received. I shorten things up this time and go back to garage. And I quickly go on with tire simulation. Yeah, Kumo, you're absolutely right. What I would prefer though is if, like, let's say one of those titles come out and it's, let's say, 150 euro or something. But that would mean you get updates for every new title, or you get every new title coming out for free. Or updates that gets you to the new title, everything for free. Then I would like reconsider buying that thing. But the way they do it at the minute is just, I mean, that's outrageous for me. And it's like, as I said, milking cows. Right, for those of you, not too familiar with this game, again, we now need to try to hit a specific lap time without being too hard on the tires. This usually is not too easy, but not too hard at the same time. However, for this race, I think it's quite difficult to achieve. I will tell you some tricks about it. So you really have to go slow You're not allowed to slide the car at all. Don't get into much wheel spin at the exit of corners, stuff like that. Have to drive very clean, don't hit the curbs too much on your lap, and then you will be fine with that program as well. Yeah, Inya Fras, I can absolutely understand your point there, and I'm looking at it in the same way. Currently looking green on the tire, which is good. Need to make it purple and green on the lap time as well. A little bit too much of a slide. Don't hit the curbs there. I'm not looking too bad. But definitely green on the time now, and green on the tires as well. So I'm taking it super easy around the final two corners to maybe make it purple, and hopefully then gain just enough time to make it green on the lap as well. And probably that's not going to work. I'm surprised. Actually, the Honda is powerful enough to gain me some time on the straights. Very interesting. Indeed here. Still need to look for some improvement on the tire wear. Four and a half tenths, let's see if we can make that one work. After that mistake, probably not at all. I think this is gonna be super close in the end. Nope, not again.
We need to pick up the pace. We're not hitting our target. We'll need to rerun the program if we don't get the time delta back in the green.
I'm getting too much wheel spin. Nope. We're not gonna do it. The second run I sacrificed a lot in the beginning. Right, so this time around, back to the pits. Yeah, not fewer updates. Boxes lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
And I'll probably try to get on another compound in order to then...
Okay, then that's the
Oh
end of the
dear.
program. Plenty of useful data.
Nice crash.
Touch base when you can so we can go over it.
Yeah. So no front wing, that will cost some time. Happily I didn't destroy the suspension at all. Still looking for some stuff on my desk. Right. Interesting stuff there. While I get on the repair time.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Got 10 minutes left in the session, which will just be enough to get on with tire management again. So guys, while still being new to the sim pit, I would love to know what kind of stuff you would enjoy the most. If you got any like personal wishes, what you want to see, what you want to learn from, just feel free to ask. Just contact me and tell me your thoughts and tell me what you want to see, and I will have a look whether I can include this then into my shows and into my content, and I hope you regularly watch that. So yeah, we get a new set of tires.
Tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can. All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Thank you, Jeff, for all that information there. And it felt like last time around those tires simply overheated a lot. Right, getting up the power again. To hopefully then do a lot better this time around. Probably you want to hit the purple right on your first attempt. Since that's when the tire is still in best shape. Right, starting this now. Again. And failing badly already. Oh, it's incredibly hard to do those programs here. And it's apparently true, like you look very bad. Right, can you just please go? Thank you. Right, second attempt.
Let's speed up. Our tyre data is no good unless we're doing a representative pace. If we don't get our time delta back in the green, we'll need to rerun this program.
Right, let's just hope we do better in this run. Right, so we can't do it. Only just then. Nope. I don't think the time delta will go down good enough. Will it be enough? Only just.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
Oh, the car is very narrow on the braking, which is with the current brake bias, that's no surprise there. In order to hit the team objective, I should try something here. To stay in touch with the Renault following behind. And then hit the average speed trap, which I'm required to do. Team practice wise. Team objective wise, sorry. That will give me another few points on the research tree. So that's actually what I'm going to look for. I hope Hulkenberg will be following close and then overtake me on the way to the start finish line.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
So I can get a nice draft together with some slipstream. That would be great. Let's see if that just happens. Yes, it does. Right, this was probably the fastest I can go. I need to turn the car around. Probably there was no speed trap or something. I'm gonna have a closer look at that team objective then. Since this was the last lap of the free practice session 1 anyway. So let's see what kind of points we can be up to, as I just want to quickly do a mid-session save. Again, just to be sure. No cars in behind. Engine mode 1. So anyone on the stream watches, sorry, not watches, plays this F1 2017 a lot. Particularly interested in third-party people's meanings and opinions on the game, since it's very mixed. What I've heard on my team, very mixed also on this type of format for the show. So if you guys want to give me some feedback, I would greatly appreciate it.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
So session is finished. Means we go box this lap. And then have a quick look on the session result.
Hamilton will be looking to secure his fourth championship this season, but will be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel.
Right, I don't think I'm gonna get to that monitor at all. The session has been finished. Oh, I actually get to it, so I'll have a look at the team objectives, and I have to say that the top speed beat the average speed trap speed. I do not even know where the speed trap is sitting, so all I tried was hanging a slipstream with another car, which actually didn't give me... Oh wait, session info. Let me see, timings. I think I can't get to a speed trap or something bad. Anyway, session info. Oh, there's still time remaining. I thought the session was over.
Our best lap so far is a 1:48.
So we accelerate the time to make the session go ending. And we will have a look at the research points we will get. After the game is Ready calculating it. Right, I did not know where the disciplinary record comes from, but so far this is good. Go to the laptop. Well, at the minute nothing is what we can do there. So we head on with practice 2. Try to get done with the next sessions, which is fuel saving. We're gonna do that right now.
Okay, let's go.
And as we can see, it's raining, and that should help us a little bit to achieve those points necessary on the program. So we will look for that as well. I think we can't change anything on the brakes at the minute, that's right. So we try to make ourselves confident on the current settings. No DRS available, obviously. So this time we may fully abuse the tires while not being too hard on the throttle and short shifting quite a lot to be fine with a lap time here. Oh, this is definitely going to be interesting here in the wet. Obviously your target lap time will be adapted to the current track status. Oh, that's interesting what you say actually there in your fast, because for me it was entirely the other way around. I didn't enjoy the F1 Cody's 11 or something I had too much, but I found some interest in running the 2016. But obviously the cars were so understeery, I didn't really like driving them. So I hope the 2017 version would be a lot better, which in fact they are, or that is. So I got back on it, and now doing a lot of stuff with that particular game. Just like this career mode here, and we start our lap doing a lot of lift and coast probably, which will help us a lot on the fuel thing. And obviously I lost the car into turn 1 again. I'm not even sure whether I'm gonna make it green at all. Not like this, definitely not.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
That's not gonna work for this lap then. So another lap of track acclimatization in the wet. Have a look at the damage. Not too much damage there, so we carry on.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Fuel saving is good, obviously. And that would have gone wrong as well. Oh, I have interesting times there at the minute, definitely. Someone still needs to explain me how the sun can be shining so massively while all this rain is coming down. That's something I definitely need to be explained at. Other than that, box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Oh, I just clicked another button.
Copy that.
Flexible wings, interesting. Engine mode lean. And we probably carry on with a race simulation then. Race simulation will only be a target lap time you need to hit. And that's just about it. Probably one of the more easier programs to be run. Hey Swag, nice to join the chat here. Hope you enjoy watching this program. Probably not what you would have expected to be seen on the sim pit here. Has it stopped raining, I think? So coming into the pits. Why did I got speeding now? Anyway, we're back in the pits. Let us put back into the garage and then get on with the race strategy program. Hey Ron, nice to see you. Yeah Ron, I actually do. I made a split second decision on Friday, on the Black Friday, and got the G29. Since I was getting considerably even more issues with the G25, spiking pedals, lack of buttons, malfunctioning buttons, stuff like that. So I pretty much was forced to give it away after a usage of 7 years. And yep, there we are, G29, brand new, happy with that for now, after I just fixed the brake pedals. Longer story to tell, so probably might want to get on with that privately. Because right now I'm going race strategy. And we drive out, as it's still light raining, we have intermediate tires on there. Probably should have stayed on the old tires there, but yeah, I just hope it won't rain in the race then. Thank you John for your charming words, really appreciate it. Hope you have some fun watching today. As we go out for our outlap. Yeah, John, the G25 was a masterpiece of reliability. It really never broke down or let me down. The only thing that came off once was the sensor for keeping the centered position of the wheel. After 5 years of constant rattling from the strong force feedback I was using, the one or other screw came a little off again, so I had to open the case and refix them and attach them back to the wheel. But apart from that, I was perfectly fine with the G25, and yeah, it's like after you've used a car for 10 years or something, there was a little bit of sadness going on while unmounting the G25, getting off the wires and everything. I haven't put it back to the box yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, whether I keep it for reserve, because actually the wheel itself keeps still working, and if not many buttons needs to be used, then it's definitely not a bad wheel. As I'm now waiting for this AI to pass me. So I can finally start with my program. Look at that. You slipstream with an Honda here. And I can tell you what the AI is constantly harming your pace here in those programs. So every moment you got one ahead, your lap time is suffering a lot. So I maybe was wrong to let him buy into first place. Little contact. Let's see if I can somehow make up all the time required to make this first one lap green. Probably if I get the chance to overtake Wehrlein at some point, I'm gonna do it. Because otherwise I will be harmed quite badly in that program. And that probably goes my chance then. Not even sure if I'm gonna be able. Some slipstreaming will be available, but the first lap is, I think, gone for good. Can't see a way. Right after the first lap being completely wasted. I hope I'm gonna have a better opportunity now. So again, we're like 6 or 7 tenths back on the time schedule. No. Aww. Right. That probably means boxes lap. Since I'm not going to finish a race program with a broken front wing. No, I skipped the G27. I can't really know how that is. What I do like about the G29 is basically that it got very much buttons on the wheel itself, which is great. I've heard that quality-wise, it's not as good as the G25. I just hope it to be fine. And towards the pedal set, please don't get me even started on that. The stupid brake mod they put in to kind of simulate the load cell brake is so fake you can't even imagine. And yeah, so that's about it. I do not really like the pedals. I have fixed them now. Because I changed the clutch with a brake and removed the braking mod. So using all that stuff, and I mean I was changing screws and changing pedals for like 2 or 3 years, not years, hours, in order to get the thing ready. But now finally it's going to my liking. Yeah, John, I agree. This Baku circuit is... I mean, if they crash at 340 kph or something on the entrance to turn 1, or 350, I think Bottas did 350, Wow, that's just... I don't want to imagine a crash on that, so yeah, we will need to see. I think Wehrlein didn't get any blue flags because it was standard racing. However, blue flags would have been nice, definitely. So, I'm not too sure whether I can go out again with race strategy. Probably want to try it. And I go out on a used set of inters, that's for sure. Right, maybe the qualifying pace. I try it with a used set of inters as well, using a flying lap this time. And well, let's see whether we can do anything here, but I highly doubt it. Oh, as we got so many cars. Right, we're just gonna go because we do need every... Whoa. Interesting. I can see where this is going already. Yep. If I get a penalty for that, thank you. To be honest, I will give it another shot, but looking at my engine, which is here, combustion engine, MGU-H, quite a lot of wear on that stuff as well. I'm thinking about putting in a new set of engines to receive grid penalties, because I need to change this button there. Be honest, I won't be any hard contender. Oh, DRS got enabled. We may be lucky and get an interesting chance if we're just able to keep it on the track and everything. All those tires, I don't know why I slide so much on them. Let's see if we can somehow manage to do qualifying stuff. DRS wide open. And I go wide for turn 1 again. No. And I quickly let it go to garage. And then probably end the second practice session. Having failed a lot in here. But anyway, nothing we can do.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session.
Main target is really to get like 500 or 600 research points on this weekend here, on which I hope it will get better soon. So we quickly gonna do this. Yep. Close to 500. Still not there. As I said, I'm gonna look at new engine parts. This one is 0. Still I'm fitting a new one. Yep. I'm fitting a new one here as well. Fitting a new one. Get a new one in here. And here. You never know, but we take the penalties. So then, for the final practice session and everything, we go back on the used equipment, but we make use of this kind of stupid rule. Just in those cases, we take the new parts. We make kind of use of the stupid rule that you can produce some stuff on stock. Looking at the gearbox. Currently fitted as number 3. Yeah, oops, wrong button. We take this. On we go, free practice 3. In Jafas, where do you live? Just so I can get the feeling from you for your issues. As we're now trying to do race strategy with a fresh set of options. No, we cancel it. What tires we got? Super soft, medium. That's unavailable. Okay, we take it with that. And we drive out.
Push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try and take
Yeah, in Jafas, I totally agree. Penalties are a joke. Not just in real life, also on this game. But yeah, you have to take it like it is. So anyway, same for everyone, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that there is no service for Fanatec stuff or such in Australia. Definitely interesting to know for me. Since I know that you guys in Australia or New Zealand, you're sim racing a lot. I got a friend of mine called Brian, living in Melbourne. He's quite deep into sim racing and racing in general. So that's really a shame that you guys are struggling to get equipment there. But hopefully in the future that will change. I mean, currently with International Sim Racing Federation starting to kick off and this esports thing going evolve on the planet, I think soon such problems will be the past. Actually, that's what I hope for. So you probably have to fly to Australia, get it there, then import it to New Zealand. Are there any tolls or anything between Australia and New Zealand? I mean, I hope you guys don't have some kind of toll stuff going on there. Going a little too wide, turn 1. I'm not a massive fan of this turn 1. So difficult to really get the braking point and everything done. And a little outbraked myself for this turn 6, turn 7. So 1.5 tenths to find.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Tiny little bit better turn 1. Still not perfect. Yeah, I also modified my pedals to my liking, otherwise I would not be comfortable to race at all. I really hope this race to be dry, to be fair. Racing these cars in the dry is just so much fun, rather than in the wet. Daniel Ricciardo in the back. So will be easy to know what's going to happen now. And there you go. Someone will just pass me.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
I would have loved to have still some slipstream, but look at Ricciardo, he's gone all over the place. So we're looking for ourselves again. Shouldn't touch the curbs too hard. 7/10 I need to gain somewhere. Gonna be interested in myself where I will find those. Because if I just finish another lap under the target, that will make the race strategy program be in purple. So that's definitely the objective.
Fernando sat in P4.
Which is going to be very hard, I assume. Need to be perfect around here then. Tiny little bit too much on the wheel. Will be very, very close in the end, I think. I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. And I was proven wrong. So that's the
Okay, super job so far.
thing completed.
Great data. Stay focused.
And to be fair, nope, I don't wanna do more laps than necessary around here. Still got other stuff to do, like getting a good qualification on here. So we're going for the qualification program. And remember, those AI being 110%, they got stupid fast pace around here. Like, yeah, my friends told me that it's probably one of the hardest Grand Prix in career mode, because the AI is going so quick and you don't even know how that is possible. I'm actually not having a real rig there. Just have a standard gaming PC and DX Racer seat, which is a chair being on rolls or on wheels. So I cannot really make use of a load cell brake. And I'm running a single screen setup. So very basic, nothing special. Just looking out for performance for my races and everything. And that's quite good possible with that rig I'm currently using. So yeah, I'm happy about that. As I will approach the pits again. I will lose so much time on that pit entry in race, that's for sure. But yeah, right now I'm very happy that I managed to get into the good zone and the purple zone in the race strategy program, and I will fit the super soft tire and see whether I can do anything on the qualification thing. Highly doubt it though. Very power related track, and usually on a qualifying trim those power areas always make me struggle on the program, but yeah, we will see. So qualify program, we let the AI sort out the flying lap and hope we won't be too much into traffic. As I said it, traffic reappears. That was the only thing I was thinking about, but anyway, it's what it is. We just go hard now. Force India happily is being too far away, might be a help at the end of the lap though. DRS wide open. Let's see what we can do. Oh, that clearly doesn't help us. No way I'm gonna get that time back. Especially not driving like this. The G25 was deducted from 400 euros to 200 euros. Sorry, not the G25, the G29. That was the price I was getting at it.
We expect to potentially see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Right, this lap was for the trash. And yeah, looking at the time gauges, I will now open up DRS and just slightly gain back some time. Like I can do gain back a tenth or something.
Down on our target times, let's try to find a bit more.
Yeah, I'm down half a second already. Good stuff. Eight tenths. No way I'm gonna do anything here. The gap is over a second already. Maybe I can make use of that Mercedes for the main straight to give a nice draft. But I more than just doubt that. It's gone too fast. Anyway, we try it, but I'm sure we can abort the lap quite early. Not going to go anywhere.
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on that time.
No, too much blocking wheels, too much wheel spin. That's all harming the time too much. Not a chance. Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
That's really pointless to go on the qualifying. Oh, touching the wall. We'll need a new front wing. Yeah, and Cody was quite right. It's near to impossible to finish all these. Yeah, Ron, I think you're quite right. Everything that matters in that aspect is really that this equipment is helping me on the speed and is helping me on the performance, and that's what it does. Yeah, in Yafras, that's absolutely right, because of the brake balance. I have so much to the back. I'm using it only 54% on the front, and in that game you can set it between 50 and 70% on the front. Yet despite all that, the front is locking, the rear is still stepping out. I will have a quick look in my setup whether I can somehow adjust anything to make this problem less worse. While this repair time is going on, I want to have a look at the setup.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 47.0.
So looking at the camber, that could be part of the story. Suspension. Yeah, this is way too soft, I think. Brake pressure is fine. That is a little bit too much to my liking. Weight dist is okay. I want to save this car setup as Baku version 2. And then go back and try to hit another team objective, which will be race strategy on super soft. And we will try to get that done.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Before this will shortly be the end of free practice 3 then. I just hope that we're gonna be fine with those setup changes.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
So rain could wait a little bit for me to finish my race program and get another team objective done. It would be great. Engine mode rich. As we start on our final program for this practice session, I think. Rerunning the qualifying program doesn't really make sense because the only set of super software on right now has already done 4 or 5 laps and will have done 8 or 9 laps after this program. I agree with you there, Ron. Those load cells and hydraulic setups, they may provide even more feedback to your body from the car, which then enables you to go faster and faster. And it's interesting to see because those setup changes seem to have a big effect. And I feel like I got a lot faster with that now, so maybe I was just down on a broken set all the time. You never know. Might really be it. I definitely keep the setup here. Don't push me to the walls, please, thank you.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Yeah, as I said, AI is always gonna kill you as soon as they appear on your laps. So getting back those 8/10 will be particularly interesting. Definitely requires a clean lap from now on. And there you go, that it was. I don't think I'm gonna get second back to me. Yeah, you need to have a lot confident on the brake. I fully agree with that. So much time to be gained while braking. Right, this time I spun. And that basically means we failed on that program, I think. I got just 2 laps left, which only would be enough, I think, to get the required points. Let's see. We will know after finishing another lap after that.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
But what can you do with a broken front wing? Apparently not too much if you rip it completely off. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it off the wall quite badly at the minute. Let's see. If we can gain back on that time completely. Oh, slightly touching the wall ever and ever again. 6/10. No. That's just too much. Yep. With that last cut, that costed definitely too much time. No. Boxes lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Thank you, Jeff. Right, anyway, the setup felt a lot better. Hence why I'm going with that for sure in the race. Well, Ron, what's your kind of rig? I desperately want to know, since you're talking about it.
Striking Force India liveries quite changed from their usual orange colour scheme. Welcome to our special guests, Jesse Porter and AKB, accompanied by the Duke. Rookie Lance Stroll handled himself leading the Williams this season, and Bottas switched to Mercedes.
Right, we gonna quickly let the session end and don't take too much confidence with us into the race, but that's what it is.
An interesting practice session there then.
Right, 566 points.
Looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try, trust me. So looking for Marcus Ericsson now in the Sauber. Constructors Championship standing 10th. Alright, fair enough. That actually means... Oh, that's gonna be interesting. So we'll listen at the voicemail.
Hi. Just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
Beat Marcus Ericsson and qualify 17th or higher. I used to love racing against Fernando, who's apparently sitting there in the team hospitality. Right, new rivalry going on. Let's see whether we can somehow do it. Looking at the engine, we take another... No, we just keep everything as it is, probably using more older compounds. Because this race doesn't matter anyway. I might be completely wrong, but that's how I see it at the minute. And we take an older turbocharger and we keep that. And then we go to short qualifying. Of which I hope I will somehow be able to do anything.
The circuit is rubbing in with practice, but this is still going to be...
Right, we have a quick look at the set again. To confirm everything is set alright. That's the case. We're gonna carry fuel for 5 laps, which is good. Go back, and then probably make the car ready to leave the pits. Go to track, yep, I know that. And we drive out.
We're set.
Right, we take engine mode. To 1 for rolling out of the pits. So racing gonna definitely be interesting because I will definitely go from the last spot whatsoever. Because of grid penalties. And in this game you can dive bomb the AI pretty painful into the first couple of corners in a race. However, with that long straight, I won't, no matter what I do, I won't be able to keep them behind. Even if I would run a full power set with new equipment on the car. There is nothing I can do. I put it back on maximum to somehow hope to qualify in a good position, because that's what is counting to the rivalry, that's for sure. DRS wide open and starting that lap here. Finally good turn 1. A little bit outbraked myself here. Looking at the clean lap so far. Oh, that sun is really irritating up the hill into the historical part of the track. Not the cleanest lap, I have to admit. I have no clue whether I be good or not. If Hamilton places in the 140, holy moly, I'm 5 seconds off pace.
Okay, we're falling down the field. You've dropped to P6.
Yeah, so I hope this time I was just right to replace all the engine stuff. Because I'm not going to go somewhere in that qualifying session, I'm quite sure. Box's lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Ericsson behind. What? How are they taking the pit entry? Are you even serious? Right, so being back into the pits, I think we're gonna probably qualify dead last. Gonna be interesting to do anything. I mean, this 110 AI thing is just crazy, like you have seen it in the practice sessions. The AI cars just go away like they have a third or fourth turbo attached in the car. So 4 minutes left in the session. Means we fuel the car only for... Do we fuel it for 2 laps? Quickly go to the setup. Let's just take a fresh set of tires. Current car set.
So
4
far,
laps.
our fastest lap is a 1:45.1.
Fuel load. Let's get tires. I would just love to get a new compound on there. Back. Tires select. There we go. A set of tires. Exit. And we can do just 2 laps or something. Hey DSSR. Thank you very much for joining in the discussion here. Live on the sim pit. Hope you actually like this new type of format being produced here. It's definitely gonna be something very different to what Sean Cole did so far. So I hope you guys enjoy it very much.
Fernando's lap times are faster. You're down on your teammate.
Oh, that's no news really. Like I didn't expect anything else at the minute. So we just will be able to probably do 2 laps in a row before this qualifying session will be ended. I actually hope it will be enough. We need to make it 1:48 to the line in order to achieve it. So that gives us another 20 seconds to cross the start-finish line. Will be a close call, that's for sure. Anyway, going for that lap now. And I think we barely get 2 laps in. And I hope to somehow improve. Oh, and that was probably it for the lap, like 2.5 tenths of my own. Oh no, that slide. So we will improve on this lap, however. Yep, we will drop down even more. Anyway, light improvement. Got the chance to improve for another lap, as we just made it over the line. Very important run now. No, I jinxed it, I think. Ah, damn. Yep. So we can come back to the pits.
Understood, copy that.
Yeah. Box this lap. Oh, the game is really shy on those calls there. Yeah, shame a little bit, but I think we see it from the position that Alonso's just in. Probably in a Honda there's really nothing you can do. And Ericsson is just 19th. And I'm gonna be really in a bad mood if it's just 2 or 3 tenths, because that's actually just what I lost on the slide out of the final corner there. Yeah, let's see. You guys are absolutely right about this load cell thing. They are much more into reality. Yet it's a complete different feeling. Yeah, thank you, Inya Fras. Definitely was a good lap. However, as I already said, I jinxed it. Session info, looking into timings, and we see that 2 or 3 tenths wouldn't have really made a difference. Yeah, anyway, we keep accelerating time so that this session is over. Yeah, really super hard to go against 110 AI. They are super crazy fast. Yeah, thank you, Jason. Will definitely be interesting what's going to happen in the race. I expect myself to be a sitting duck on the long straight, like enter it maybe in P14, P15 or something, and be dead last by the end of it. Right. 600 research points there, which is not too bad, but I definitely need to have 1,000 or something. So yeah, it's not getting easier.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Finish race in 19th. What do you mean by realistic in your fast? I mean, you can put it on 100%. That would probably be that realistical value what the game would expect you to do, or what what the game would say is real. This 110 is definitely ultimate, and it's very hard to compete against them, as they go super fast on the straight. Right, we go race strategy, and look at it. 5 laps on the super soft, 8 laps on the soft, which is okay. Car setup, we don't need to have a look at that. We do 13 laps, so we put in fuel for 18, so we can boost a lot with engine mode and hopefully not be attacked so hard. I actually do not really remember what they were doing in the real life. Yeah, thanks for that. Put it into lean for now, just for the in lap, before putting it back for 3 for the race then. I think in real life they did 39s or 40s. Oh, it's so hard to tell for me right now. I can't even remember what they did in real life. The race has just gone too long. Probably would need to look it up. Yeah, but if I remember correctly, the AI was posting 17s or something, or 16s in Spain, which was 19s in the real life. So yeah, probably 1 or 2 seconds slower would be just about right. And that's probably what would have been the case having it on 100. But anyway, it is what it is. And now I just try to have some fun, don't ruin the car. Try to somehow get in front of Ericsson and stay in front of him. Well, there you go. Means actually that the race on 100 or the AI on 110% is quite accurate. Although you have to admit, as soon as I would have ditched into the 44s or 43s, the AI would have picked up the pace by another second. That's a game bug, obviously, but the AI then would, as soon as you go faster, the AI picks up the pace by a second or something. So actually they did like lap times they would do in 100% AI strength or something. So everything tends to be normal at the second. Brakes are warmed up. So are the tires. We get ready for that race. Engine is into rich mixture. It was a good start for us. Oh, what's... No.
We're accumulating some wear on the MG UK. We need to stay out of rich fuel mode to manage it.
Ooh. That's exactly what I meant with the AI being overpowered on straight line speed. You will see something very funny on the back straight. I don't know, is my car damaged? Doesn't seem like it at the minute. So let's see if I'm gonna be able to do at least something against this massive train of AIs being in behind. But I highly doubt staying in that position until the race end. Like, they are aggressive as hell just right now. Already having looks into me right now. Yeah, can't even do a thing. So, 2 cars passed me. You got to be kidding me. No. I hate it, but no. I just... Yeah. Not sure if I can get... Yeah. So that's the race done with that flashback being set. So we're... Yeah. Quite dead last. And we're gonna be pushed by another Toro Rosso. try to keep defending on the outside. Just stick in 19th position. We should really not be in that position, like... Yeah, that's it about the AI racing. Well, all I can say about this content, about this track and these cars is that they are licensed by the Formula 1 management, so they are quite real in that aspect. So I really need to hope that someone from the front will do not finish the race. I mean, I entered this straight with 2 seconds gap. And now let's see what the gap will be at the end of start-finish straight. 2.3. Could be worse, but still 4/10 for like nothing. And we're even not in front of our teammate, who is right ahead. And it's gonna be hard chasing him down. For God's sake, sorry. I just need this again. So no further flashbacks from now on, that's a promise. If I crash it, I crash it then. Yeah, that would happen when you hit the wrong button. Good stuff. So we box this lap. And I just hope... What?! No. No. Sorry chaps, but no. I don't get me a penalty for something I didn't do. Right, I hope this undercut will make us work at least somewhere.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now. Your front wing.
Alright, I broke my promise already, so what? At the minute it's quite frustrating, and that's what's really being so frustrating about this game. Like, it feels very different every single time. You get penalties for something you didn't do. I mean, in 3 practice sessions, car behind touches you while you are off the racing line, and it's you that get the 5 seconds penalty for making contact. That's just ridiculous. It's just like the very same. Oh yeah, with the iRating or iRacing system. This iRacing system, even if you don't have any kind of blame to take for an incident or for a touch or whatever, the game will penalize you with incident points for contact. Like you could spun out and cause the yellow flag, which would give you an incident for leaving the track and losing the car control. If someone just does the same and hits you, you're gonna be or you're gonna receive another incident just for making contact, even though you can't do anything about it. So GG, well done. Great system, really encouraging racing there. I think you hear my sarcasm about it. To me, that's just retarded. So that will give us our 19th place no matter what, as Verstappen is out of race.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the flare on the MGUH. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
So Jeff just wondered about the engine. So we want to have a look into them. If we can see them anywhere.
Caution, caution.
That must have been Verstappen then.
Okay, clear.
So Andres, what makes you feel the F1 2016 being better than the F1 2017? What you feel was your issue with that?
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
But it just overtook Ericsson, seems legit. So Ericsson was in the pits as well. Interesting stuff. So here we go. Need to find time on Ericsson catch it. No, I just wanted to save this game right before this happened again. Right. F1 2017 now making updates? Are you serious? Are you even serious? Right, so I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that we are close to 3 hours into that program already. However, I will end Steam again, reopen it, start that game again, and get back into that race. And I probably will have the same issue over and over again. But literally, I don't want to spend another day on this freaking circuit with those freaking AIs. They do mean some fun sometimes, but not very often. And I think that it's the track that's causing that issues. Like I haven't had any crashes so much on other tracks. In Jaffa's, my favorite sim is definitely rFactor 2. I'm a complete rFactor 2 guy, just like Rudy van Buren. To me, it's the most sophisticated sim, the most advanced simulator, especially in terms of physics. And yeah, that's just about it. Right, I think I have to, yeah, do everything all over again, and I felt that fuel for 18 laps was a little bit too less. So I put it fuel for 19 laps, I select the strategy, and we start the race.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Right, so going all over again, I probably need to take a save as soon as I'm free of trouble for the very first time. What you mean by rules? I think it hasn't changed too much between 2016 and 2017. So what rules in particular you mean? Do you mean the track limits stuff, or what kind of rules do you think were the problem on the 2017 year, Andres? Would be very interesting to know. Because actually I can't find that much of a difference between this and last year's rules, rather than the fact with building engines on stock and stuff. It's an interesting question, Jendo, because I haven't tried racing in the career mode or against AI on a faster car. Or I did once just in a multiplayer race, and it was not too much of the case. Like I tried to qualify, or not, I didn't really try to qualify for the F1 sports thing, esports thing. I just gave it a go, and I was doing in the Force India there. And even there, the AI went faster on the straights, that's for sure. Like if Verstappen was literally walking away over Force India, which we all know whoops, is not really the case in real life. It's more the AI running over the Red Bull when it comes down to straight line speed. But that's how it is. Yep, Harley, that's a brand new G2029. So a great start. Happily they don't crash into turn 1 this time.
Alright, well done off the line, we're in a good position.
Right, P15 option, mid-session save. Andres, I don't think 2016 refueling was allowed. So yeah, about these rules, what do you mean? I'm a bit sorry, but I can't get the real reason why you don't like this F1 2070 game. I think the cars are so much more enjoyable to drive. So I would prefer it over the 2016 game at any time. Yeah, there was a kind of bad activity or horrific activity on track going on. So really need to take a breath from that. But yeah, now let's see what happens. I'm gonna be a sitting duck against everything what's going to come right now. I was lucky to keep that position there. Andres, do you mean you can put a fuel consumption? I do think you can do it in 2017 as well. I don't really know. Because saving fuel and be clever on race strategy is part of the game, and obviously part of reality as well. Nice. So we're gonna do it all over again. And I got pushed by an AI. Very nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. And that's Ericsson, and that's my target that just has passed me. Oh, I outbroke myself. Now what's that? I think that means I'm dead last again. Is the car okay though? Yes, it is.
Some information on Alonso. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Well, Alonso now has no front wing, that's for sure.
Alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Alonso, could you please get off the racing line? I don't want to box now, since I do think that Alonso has to box now for his front wing. So I don't change strategy. I try to stick in close for DRS.
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear. Gap to car in front is 1.8 seconds.
Just sliding too much.
So the gap to our teammate is 3.4 seconds.
I will lose out on this rivalry quite badly, that's for sure. maybe not on other tracks, but especially on this track there's nothing you can do if you're sitting in a Honda. What's that car ahead there? Is it slowing down or is it just standard pace? And I still I feel I want to go with that tires for another lap, so I completely stick to plan rather than boxing early.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU.
As I quickly wanna make a mid-session save. Those game crashes have caught me in caution here. Are we going full rich mode to the end there? We're only maxing out at 308, 309 anyway. Oh, a little bit too fast. On one. No, definitely not. Definitely not, Michael. If anyone would ask me what kind of simulator would you suggest buying, it would simply be rFactor 2, what I would suggest. And I might be a little bit biased since I'm a full rFactor 2 guy, but it is the best sim and the most cheap sim available out there. Assetto Corsa is kinda okay-ish. It's not a complete sim to my understanding, and also not to my point of view. And iRacing, well, it should be called iRental, because you don't really own the game, you just own a license to use it. And you pay for that license, and that expires every, well, after your period, it expires. So, yeah, rFactor 2 you will get a lifetime license for just under 30 bucks. So it's not just a perfect sim, it's also a very cheap sim. Which is right, we're gonna box this lap. To then go with the final 8 laps of this race. Right, so I hope everything goes to plan with the pit stop.
Release.
That was a good pit stop, 2.5 seconds. So only car behind now is Alonso.
Stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And on this occasion I want to make the mid-session save again, because I'm really curious on losing out the progress again. So just looks like we're going to beat Alonso, and that's it then. Which will give us some reputation to the team, not on our rivalry of course. I hope there are other races to come. So need to really look at the gap to Alonso there. And then see how to simply save that. So 4.5 seconds to the gap ahead. And just 7.5 seconds to Alonso in the back, so he could still gain on me like mad. Yes, rFactor 2 definitely lacks some performance on the graphics. No doubt about that, but I'm quite sure Dom Duan knows, and Marcel Offermans knows, and Christopher Elliott knows. So apart from the content, they are producing at the minute, which is great. They will surely look to do some better graphics in the future. I have to say, really, after Studio 397 took over Izzy Corporation, rFactor 2 really improved in many ways. And I just agree on what Harley said there. If you really want to be on a proper sim in terms of realism and details, you really need to go on rFactor 2. That's the only thing really I can recommend, which is getting you satisfying readings, satisfying details, satisfying physics. To be honest, what's another advantage on rFactor 2 over iRacing is that it's freely moddable, so you can simply add third-party content to the workshop, which is a big surplus, I think. That makes it interesting for racing teams to really use rFactor 2, because you can model whatever car you want and run simulations on it. Yeah, we're losing even more ground to the guy ahead and towards Alonso. Actually, happily we gained something. This could either mean Alonso having more damage than just the wing, or we doing a good job on that McLaren. For my self-esteem, I just hope or think it's a better job we do in the McLaren there. Yeah, I very much agree. They feel so much detached from the ground. So gaps increasing everywhere, it's ridiculous. Michael, in order to achieve that, I would check your game file, your internal game cage. Verify integrated or internal files integrity. That's what I should do. That's a right click on the game, rFactor 2. Then you go properties, then you go local data, and then you click on the very low button, verify game files integrity or something, or local file integrity, and then the missing content's gonna be downloaded. Otherwise I would just unsubscribe and subscribe again to the content from the workshop. That should then get your content downloaded. As we got some 5 laps to go, and I want to quickly do a mid-session save. I'm sorry to interrupt this session for that reason all the time, but if the game crashes for another time, I quickly just want to hop in and go on. Hey Govend. What your OMG about? If you guys are currently interested in how my career mode goes on, I can only encourage you to like, share and subscribe to my own YouTube channel, listed down in the description of this video. I'm surely will do the one or other episode right here on the Sim Pit, but mainly I will do the most of this on my private channel, since I don't want to keep you guys around for three hours all the time. Otherwise, if you're enjoying watching this, I really appreciate it, and I'm happy you guys are on here. And obviously, if you guys want to see it, I keep going on with that. Tundra on Assetto Corsa, I really think it's a... I want to call it a sim. I really want to call it a sim. Obviously, some content is better than other content. Like, I do not really like the behavior of the Formula 1s. But the GT cars are very nice to drive. That's what I can say. The drift mode is fun. I don't know how much realism... Oh, for God's sake. I need that flashback though. I want to get that thing ended here. But not like this, obviously. I'm not too sure about this drift mode, whether this is real or not real. So in general I would say it's a good game. It's a good sim. It's worth the money, definitely. The thing what's a little bit annoying is the downloadable content, but you got that in any game meanwhile. So yeah, I think that's the only downside. Apart from that, I think it's a good sim. It's really fun. Some competitions will be hosted there, like Sim Racing Malta announced their Porsche Super Cup. That's something to look forward in the winter, that's for sure. And yeah, I think therefore the game is, or the sim is not too bad. Could Ericsson just drop off, please, so I can get my goals achieved? 12.2 seconds the gap that is. No way I'm gonna do it unless you get a mechanical problem or fault or anything. And I obviously got my flashback triggered. Sorry, I still need full power. I really need to reattach that button on the wheel, so this stuff doesn't happen over and over again. I mean, it's pointless to do any quicker racing right now.
The gap to the car ahead is 17.3 seconds.
Harley, good luck on the pedals about the new wheel. I don't know how difficult it was to get a good force feedback setting on a G27, but you will have to play around a lot in rFactor 2 with a new G29, since the new Logitech game profiler doesn't encourage you, or doesn't make it available to set different kind of force feedback So yeah, a G29 will definitely take some time until you get to have a good in-game setting. Other than that, I think it's fine. It's a lot more, it's a lot less noisy than my G25, which is perfect. And so far I really like it. Towards Project Cars 1 and 2, I didn't like Project Cars 1 too much. Because it has a lot of fake stuff going on. The Formula A was probably the worst Formula car I ever raced in any game or sim. I would prefer F1 2017 or F1 2000 whatever anytime over Project Cars 1. So why did Ericsson now slow down like 4 or 5 seconds? Do they have a problem? Then I wish I didn't crash. Or I didn't touch, outbrake myself. Anyway, going back to topic, Project Cars 1 I didn't really race that much. I found it too hard on the PC components. What's that? Where does he come from? Like, he was gone so far in the back. But I presume it's Alonso, so I have to deal with him. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff.
This is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, I had to go for it in order to keep that position, and I failed. And since I got a flashback triggered already, I'm gonna just do it again. I don't want, really, I don't want.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Yeah. Just let me finish that race and then I will going to answer that question about Project Cars 1 and 2. And all the other questions still in that chat. He's just ever so close again. I don't care about stall, I just want to keep that position. Oh, which is gonna be hard enough. Now with DRS open and stuff. Nope, not gonna do it.
Yellow flag. Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic.
I keep that position, really. That was unfair, I know, but under any circumstances, I just wanted to finish in front of Alonso. He was coming from nowhere, like really nowhere.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you,
I see.
Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Lance Stroll.
Who just DNF'd in the last lap. Still, right, I just gonna finish this stuff in here, or before really finishing it, wanna say on Project Cars 2 it's the worst simcade or whatever you want to call it I've seen in years. I really got on the game, drove it on the Sim Expo, and I was like, I can't really say how it is, and then I got it at home, and after the release it was awful. To me it was really awful. So that's about that. Tundra, about being a big fan of DTM, I would encourage you to get the race room racing experience. I think the DTM cars on that game, that's quite on it. Makes so much fun to drive them. They're grippy as hell, are so much fun. Yeah. What you mean, Inyafas, by more flashbacks into Formula 1 for the 2018 season? Simone, I don't have the G29 pedal shifters yet. I'm not even sure whether I get on them. So, yeah, let's see. And yeah, Inyafas, what you said about the difference between Project Cars 1 and Project Cars 2 is just so true. Like, it feels no difference whatsoever. Same with the Formula A. So less difference between the cars. So anyway, I got some more nice points for developing car stuff. And I'm losing either on the rivalry against Marcus Ericsson. I'm trying to go even further there. I bait my teammate, which is good. I mean, I did quite unfair in the end. Yeah, but that's how it is sometimes. I mean, the AI treats you the same way sometimes, so why not treat it back? Right, we have a quick look at the laptop again and have a look on R&D trees. Not too sure whether I want to get aerodynamical stuff done. All the other stuff here is way too expensive in terms of the points. I need 900 while having 726. And I would have needed the next weekend anyway to achieve that. But yeah, that's how it is. And I would finally like to end this stream here. Too much time being wasted in the beginning, and with all this game crash and stuff going on. I like to, guys, thank you very much for being around, and hope you have all enjoyed it. And for everyone, still, I wish you guys having a nice evening. Good night. Sleep very well. I'm Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing, and I was live for the Simped. And me and Sean, we see you guys out on track, that's for sure. Thank you very much for watching.